My name is Sierra Furley.
I'm Katie Rossai.
My name is Olivia McCarthy.
And I'm Emily McCarthy.
I'm Jordan Seavey.
I'm Carly Dyer.
And I'm Emma Watrous.
Okay. So one of my favorite memories, I have a couple, but one was particularly in show choir. I did it my freshman and sophomore year of high school, and it was really fun. I was a part of the Trebs group, and I've always loved performing and music, so I think that just being involved in that and being able to sing with other people and learn choreography was one of my favorite memories in high school.
For homecoming, not this year, but the year before, we play Manhunt every single year when we hide through the school. And Haley Saunders had climbed on top, in the window by the staircase, and she got stuck and we couldn't get her down. Oh. And so it was 2 o'clock in the morning and she was stuck. And we were just sorry.
When I was touring MDIHS, I wanted to see the band program, and Mr. Kerrigan said that they were in jazz rehearsal, so he wasn't really sure if I was going to be able to talk to anyone. But he actually interrupted the jazz rehearsal, and he said, "Mr. Remy, there's a student here who wants to play the flute, but she hasn't played since 8th grade. What do you think?" And he looked around the room for a few seconds, and then he said, "Hey, everyone, who thinks that Sierra should come join band, even though she hasn't played since 8th grade?" And everyone that was in the jazz program raised their hand. And that was just such a significant moment for me, and I already felt so welcomed and such a part of this MDI community from day one.
I feel like my favorite memory has to be building all the different friendships with different people. Joining different groups and figuring out where you stand with different people. I don't know, I just really enjoyed that.
And mine would probably be when my sister and we played, was it second doubles? When we won Eastern Mains or first? Well, it was first or second doubles.
It was second.
Second doubles. And we won the Eastern Main Championships.
Oh, yeah.
We were the deciding match. So that's probably my favorite memory, was associated with tennis.
Yeah, that was fun.
Yeah, I probably experienced most of this journey with the two girls sitting here, and Alex and Zachary Gallias and Katie Clark. I feel like I spent most of my time with them.
Yeah, I've spent tons of time with you.
Yeah.
And Katie Clark and Paige Murphy.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I've definitely spent most of my time with Emma Burdett.
Yeah.
And then probably Mariah, and then you, Jordan.
So other than my sister, probably Abby Kelly.
Yeah.
We've been friends for a while, and yeah, we did show choir together, and yeah, she's taken a lot of the same classes as me, so.
Yeah, I would have to say the same.
Yeah, and we
So
transferred.
6th grade.
Yeah.
Yep.
Emma and I have known each other since we were 5 years old.
Literally kindergarten.
We hated each other until the 2nd grade.
Did we? Yeah. I don't even think we were in the same kindergarten class, but other than that, we were together the entire time. Because you were always best friends with my twin sister.
Exactly.
We had a little rivalry.
Yeah, and you were always best friends with Paige Murphy, and it was...
Yeah, and it was always you two.
And we were always fighting.
We were all friends, but then we would low-key kind of...
hate each other a little bit. And then I've known Carly since freshman year.
Since pitching clinic, dude.
Pitching clinic, yes,
I
7th
did
grade.
pitching clinic with you too.
Oh my god, we've all done pitching clinic.
We were all awful at it.
That's so true.
Crazy. Katie's a free spirit. Katie doesn't let anyone tell her what to do. She really just makes her own path, and I respect that about her a lot.
Thanks.
You're welcome.
Jordan is this very strong, powerful, low-key, intimidating person.
Yeah, I was going to say confident for Jordan. I don't know.
I don't feel that way about myself at all.
You just seem it. You're always so sure of yourself and what you have to say.
You're just so Jordan Seavey.
Yeah.
Oh
You're
my
so
gosh.
Jordan Seavey.
I was going to say almost the same for you, Carly, the strong part, because, a lot of people don't know exactly what you've been through and don't know your story, and I think some people judge you for your
Yeah, and I feel like
hard
you
shell
just
on
don't
the
give a
outside,
crap about
but
anything.
I would say kind.
Kind?
Yeah.
Okay.
And patience. Patience, maybe.
Okay, I would say, oh my goodness. Fun. Okay.
She doesn't give a crap about what anyone really thinks about her, and I know a whole bunch of people are always I don't really care about my appearance, I don't really care what people think of me, and they go home and post on Instagram and worry about the likes, you know what I mean? They worry about that kind of stuff, but you are one of those genuine people that's okay, I'm not
Yeah.
gonna think about this again. And I just like love that about you. And then for Emma, I think you're actually one of like the sweetest people I've ever met.
Aw.
Like, I know like you like all the time you joke and you're like, I'm a B word, but like, but you literally like actually you always try to include everyone and you're so thoughtful and sweet and like it's probably like you're probably my nicest friend.
Aw, Jordan.
I'm gonna
I
have
love
to
that.
go with that.
Yeah,
I'm gonna
you
go with
like
that.
it's so
Because I never know what to expect either. Honestly, never.
Okay, fun because no matter what, if we're doing schoolwork or if we're doing extracurriculars or whatnot, it's always fun. We always get through stuff, so that's why I picked fun.
Okay, I'm actually going to change mine. I'm going to say, I'm going to say hardworking.
Okay.
Because all throughout high school, I would say a lot. Olivia's always been the one that's done her schoolwork more and been
On time.
on
with
time.
things.
And
I mean, you're on time too, but
yeah, she's usually better at it. So I think it's given me a lot of motivation to
yeah.
do better in school. So I would
helped
definitely
you along the way.
Yeah, so I definitely say hardworking.
High school 10,
Yeah.
middle school 0.
I'd give myself like an 8 because
Yeah.
like I had so much fun with cheering and like sports and like meeting new friends, but like I'm so done with all these classes. Like
Yeah.
I cannot say
I
that
know,
I
I
like
was
any
gonna
of
say
them.
8, but then I'm like thinking about my classes right now and I'm like bumping it down.
Like down to like a 4.
like I'm definitely feeling that senioritis. Like
Yeah.
I'm really ready to be done. But honestly, I would give mine like a 6 because like looking back on high school, I definitely like had, I don't know, like a lot of social anxiety with things. And even though like I might not have like shown it, like I really did struggle with like, in the like first few years, like worrying if like what people thought of me, if like who my friends were, not like as people, but like if I had like good genuine friends and stuff like that. And I definitely like switched up my friend groups a lot, so I never really found my like solid place until this year. So I mean, I'd probably rate mine a little low. 6.
MDI is amazing. I love this school.
I would honestly say it's been
I would say 7.
7. I was gonna say 8 because it's been really challenging, but it's also been super fun.
Yeah.
And it's not been perfect, obviously, but there's been a lot of things that have made me grow as a person and have really, have just really benefited me. So.
How would I rate it? Well, taking into account the schoolwork, well, I've kind of hit rock bottom with my schoolwork this year. Like, I started up here with freshman year, like, I was just doing everything, and now I'm just kind of, like, so over it. Okay, I'm gonna have to go 7, though. Just,
Yeah.
7.
So basically I had the best experience.
Calm down there, kids. Calm down.
I'm really gonna miss Mr. Eaton because I want to major in linguistics and he's an English teacher and he's pushed me so much in my writing and he's just always there for me if I have questions, and I honestly just think that I've learned so much from him just in the semester that I've had him, so I'm gonna miss him.
I'm gonna miss Miss Lehman a lot. She's my advisor,
yeah.
and so like I've gotten like super close to her, and like just like she's just kind of like been there for a lot,
Yeah.
and she really knows me as like a person
Yeah.
and a student.
And up until this year, I didn't have Miss Widgeman as a teacher, but this year I took psychology and now I'm taking AP Gov with her, and she's really been a great teacher. Our classes are super fun, and we learn a lot, but it's still in a really fun and just exciting environment. So, yeah.
I'm gonna have to say Miss Myers because no matter how much like I don't want to do it, she just keeps pushing me.
Is it all Miss Meyer?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Miss Meyer.
I've had Miss Meyer 2 years now, and I plan to do like a club with her, and I don't know, she actually was the one who kind of inspired me to go for the major I'm going. I'm either going for elementary education or secondary education for English or history, and just honestly in 10 years I could see myself being her in a high school with like a ton of tattoos, like with crazy like awesome projects that never gets boring. I just think she takes the time to like joke with her students,
Yeah.
and she's like really laid back, and I just really appreciate
I'm not
that.
trying to like make a dig at other teachers, but I just feel like she's like one of the one teachers in this school. She doesn't try to like control all the students.
Yeah.
Like, she's not all up in our business. Like, why are you leaving the classroom? Like, sign up before you go to the bathroom. I don't know. Like, I know some teachers have to do that, but like, she's just so cool about it. She's so laid back. She understands
she
that
knows
we're
we
teenagers.
respect her
She
enough
knows
to
we're 17,
listen to the
18-year-old
rules.
girls.
Yeah.
Like,
I'm probably going to say Shani, just because she's been so energetic, and I think out of all the classes, I would say she's the most passionate about what she does, and that really kind of transfers to how she teaches us and how we learn, and I would say that that's been the most fun class that I've been a part of is AP Biology with her.
And I definitely agree, like, Mr. Lawson, like, I've only had one class with him, but, like, he made like history into stories, and I was genuinely happy to be in that class every day.
I've always like enjoyed history, but being in his class was just, it was so awesome because
Yeah.
it didn't feel like he was like, read your history book, we're gonna take a test on it. It
Yeah.
was like,
He
I'm
made
gonna
sure
tell
we
you this,
got
and then
it.
he was like, I fought in the army, like I did this, and I flew airplanes, and I was
Yeah.
in this airplane, and it was like, it was so cool, and it felt like
Yeah.
it was so like interactive, I guess.
Okay, I feel like we also have to mention Miss Freefleur. I don't know if you guys have.
Yes.
Miss
Oh my God.
Freefleur is one of the most
She's-
amazing teachers I've ever
She's
had. Too.
amazing. I'm so
She
sad
just
she
genuinely
retired.
wants everyone to succeed, and I don't know. She just like takes everyone's personal interest into heart, and like I don't know.
I like how real she is. Like, if
Yeah,
she's like,
she's
you
so
didn't do your
real.
work, she's like, that's your problem.
yeah,
like,
but
I love
she's
how
not gonna like
real
punish
she
you
was.
for it. She's
Yeah.
just like, that's your problem.
God, we love a lot of teachers.
Yeah, we do.
Love MDI.
Okay, I probably spend most of my extra time in the library
Yeah.
because, I mean, I do homework there, but like also like, I don't know, it's a good place to hang out.
Yeah, I would say the library too.
Even, yeah.
Or
I-
the practice rooms probably.
Yeah, but I don't spend as much time there. Like, it's mostly like
Yeah.
after school when we didn't have our licenses. We would
Or
just
just
hang out in
walking
the
around the
library.
halls. We don't really have a
Or
specific
just
place.
wander. But mostly the library. I would say mostly
Yeah.
the library.
I've made like a lot of memories like on the softball field and on the gym. In the gym.
In the gym.
On the gym.
I definitely made a lot of memories. This is gonna sound so dorky. In the library.
Nerd.
You were in there with me, please. So like, I don't know. Like Carly and I have had a few study halls together, and like, I don't know, just like classes.
It's just like
I
I
you know
love
what I mean?
Devon. Her
I actually
library.
really do. I really do love
Huge
Devon.
shout out to Devon. We love you.
She keeps it real too.
She totally does. And I've really enjoyed just like going into the library because it's a free spot where the teachers aren't always like hovering over you. So you can joke with your friends, but if you have like the ambition to get your work done, it's
You
just like
also get
a
it done.
like jokey experience. Like I always go in there and like laugh, you know what I mean?
I really like the practice rooms. I really like the music room. I also really like the library. So I'd probably say those places.
I mean, I don't know if you guys like the cafeteria too.
I do not.
I
It
love
gives
the
me
cafeteria.
anxiety. Too many people.
Okay, I like it because of all the people. I don't know, like you see people who you like might not be friends with or you don't know, or then I don't know, just people who are friends of your friends. Then you get to meet them.
Yeah, that's
and-
true. Like you can move around tables and like
Yeah.
see everybody. That is cool. I really miss like not having third lunch though. You know what I mean?
yeah.
Like
I also love hanging out in Mr. Arnold's room, my advisor. I don't know, it's always open because he's like the computer guy.
yeah.
So I don't know, I can go in there when I love him. I can go in there whenever I want, and he's just like, okay. He doesn't ask
Yeah,
any
that
questions.
really
he
is
just
a
lets
nice
me like
space for
camp
you
out
guys.
and do whatever I want.
Well, I applied to Portland State University, and that's in Oregon. So my plan, as of right now, is to go there and major in linguistics and hopefully become a teacher and then write books. So I think that MDI has prepared me a lot for the next step in my life. I don't think I would be nearly as prepared if I hadn't come to MDI.
Sweating a little. For me, I definitely, like I said, I think I've mentioned this a few times, I get really nervous about things, and when I get nervous, I literally avoid. Like, I literally pretend it's not real.
She's an avoider.
I am an avoider, and the Common App just got finished 2 days ago. Like,
Yeah,
and so many people have been like, you're not done with the Common App, you haven't applied places, and I'm like, no. Like, I know what I want to do, and I have some ideas where I want to go. I mean, Farmington, everyone knows about their elementary education program. Like, I could see that for me, but I definitely don't want to live in Maine forever. But
Yeah.
I don't know. I see that, and I am kind of nervous, but I am ready at the same time. Like, I feel like I'm nervous because I don't can't speak. I don't exactly know what's in store for me because I don't know, like my parents haven't been through that experience in like 20 years, and I don't really have a lot of close friends who are in college who can be like, listen, this is how it goes, this is what's socially acceptable, like this is what you need to be prepared for. So I myself like am worried. I don't know exactly what's in store, but I am excited for the new experiences and
Being
meeting
a
these
freshman in
people.
high school all over again.
Exactly,
This was us
like-
in 8th grade. Like,
But we're 18 now.
exactly. So we kind of have to act appropriately.
Like, I am ready for that part of it, but there are a few pieces that still make me anxious. And I haven't been accepted anywhere because I haven't applied anywhere, but...
Yeah, I've sent in all my applications.
course.
I applied to 2 schools in Florida, and then I applied to UMaine, which I was accepted to, but, like, I'm not gonna go. But I'm looking to study psychology. I just, like, think, like, the human behavior is, like, so interesting for
Yeah.
me. And I'm, like, super ready. I sat at graduation last year, and I looked at my friend Robin and I was like, I do not know why I did not graduate early.
Yeah.
Like, I've come this year, and the only thing I really had to take to graduate was senior English and senior
Me
X.
too.
And it's just, I just feel like I'm not doing anything when I'm here. I'm just kind of
Yeah.
here.
I sit in anatomy and physiology, and I'm like,
I
why
sit
am
in AP Stats, and I'm like, why did I take
Oh
this
my
class?
god, it's so hard. It's so hard.
And God bless Miss Burgess. I'm gonna miss her too. I
Yeah,
had her
I
my
know.
freshman year, and like my freshman year, it was my first math class ever here, so it was so different. And this year, she is so fun, and I love her teaching style. But like, she's significantly smarter than I am, and it just like puts me in pain
Dude,
every
that is me
day.
with Miss Gould though. Like, I've had Miss Gould for 3 classes, and I just like, she literally like listens to the kids' opinions and is like, okay, like if this project doesn't really work out, we could like think of other ideas to like make you learn well. And I'm just gonna miss that because I know that's not in store for me in college.
Yeah, I feel pretty confident in terms of university and just being independent and kind of breaking away. I'm not too sure. It depends on the university what program I'm going to be set on, but I definitely have a clear focus and interest, and I would say I'm ready.
Yeah, and I'm thinking of majoring in political science, just because I've always, again, that history class kind of really was when I was like, wow, this is something that I'm good at, A, and B, would really like to pursue in the future, so.
Yeah. And I'm interested in like global public health or nutrition, so.
You don't know that. Yeah, I'm pretty excited too. I've already been accepted to 3 colleges, but
Overachiever
I don't know.
I guess.
None of them are like my favorites. I don't know. I like UNH, but
I could see you there. Oh my
Yeah,
gosh, you
I
would
don't know. I
thrive
kinda-
there.
I don't know. I feel like I kind of want to go a little farther away. Like I applied to Villanova.
Endicott?
I'm applying there. That's the one college I haven't applied to, and then Virginia. I'm
Yeah.
pretty excited about that. I feel like that'd be cool.
Oh my gosh, you're gonna get anywhere.
But I don't know.
I think high school's definitely prepared us. Like, just
Yeah.
the challenges that I've faced in this school, whether it be work or like social, and just like the whole class atmosphere that like our teachers have, like you hear it every single day. They just tell you how much that they're trying to prepare you for college. And I do feel like
Yeah.
they've prepared me very well. Like my study habits now versus freshman year
Yeah,
are
totally.
so much better.
My ambition's better, like what I want to do and like why I'm doing
I'm more
things.
focused about things.
Yeah. Freshman year, I didn't really like. I don't really know why my parents didn't tell me this, but I didn't realize like GPAs were actually a thing.
You
Yeah.
had to pay
So, like,
attention to them.
I did well in class because like in middle school I was always like one of those kids that like did well and like so I did well, but at like Spanish 1 I was just like does it matter? And I got like I think like a C plus, and that C plus just like sticks out on my
Yeah.
GPA, and I'm like I think.
Honors pre-calc, like that is sticking out so bad on my transcript. I like go back in my power
Yes.
school and it's like A, B, like C minus, like woo, okay.
Oh.
Yeah, I would say so. I mean, I think there's been a lot of opportunity to obviously present in classes and to like be a part of a lot of social events and just leadership opportunities that I would say have definitely pushed me as a student and a person.
One in particular, the class AP History. I think that if that was the one class that we took it last year, junior year, and it was definitely if you want to take a hard but rewarding class, I would say that really helped me with everything. So
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
I think I'm just ready for new challenges. Like at high school, it's kind of like the same challenges over and over again. The
yeah.
same issues, the same problems, the same drama. And I'm just
Totally.
like, I'm so over that. I'm ready for new.
Well, we're just like surrounded by the same 150
Yeah.
kids.
Yeah.
And
all the
we're surrounded by a bunch
time.
of younger kids too. Like,
True.
the younger kids, like they're my good friends, but
Yeah.
I don't know.
I think
Like,
the
it's
other
different issues you can see.
I think the other thing about MDI is like the teachers here, they do like an amazing job teaching. They help to form the study habits, but like due dates aren't really that pressured, you know what I mean? They're not that
Yep, I
implied.
know.
Yeah, like we've all
I'm
taken
aware.
advantage of it. Like I'm not saying like I'm like a goody two shoes, like trust me, like
I have a book report. It was due last Friday. I haven't started
Yeah.
reading the book yet.
Yep, see, like this is the kind of stuff that goes on in MDI, and like that's not going to happen in college.
Yeah, that's
like
true.
if you get assigned that book report, you're gonna have to.
I would
finish
have
that
it
book.
done.
Like, and
I'm
that's
gonna
the
have
one
to
thing
work
that
on
makes
that.
me a little bit nervous because like yes, we have all talked about how our study habits have improved. Like I think when we say that, we're saying like we don't go home, watch Netflix for about 3 hours, go to practice, eat dinner, shower,
watch
and then
Netflix for
maybe
3
watch
more
a little
hours.
hours, and then like do our homework at like midnight. Like that's how we
Yeah.
used to be, but now we like go home and like go to practice or do whatever and then get our homework done, and like the only difference is like the amount of homework we try to do. Like we have the ambition to do it, like we have this questionable
senior-
this year.
sometimes. Senior year
Sometimes.
counts.
Senior year, let's like take that out.
Like
but like
sophomore, junior
do you
year,
know
I
what
was
I'm saying?
so
Like,
good about my
yes,
homework.
yeah, like we're running
It's
that steam here.
sliding.
I have like no steam left.
Senioritis is so
It's
real.
so bad.
Both.
I'm so excited. I've already looked at the schools that I'm like super interested in, so I'm really, really anxious to get my decisions back. But I'm like so excited to hear, and like I'm just like I'm kind of ready.
Yeah.
Right now, I'm just like super excited about the whole thing. I don't know. I'm excited to get like my decisions back. The same thing, but like as it gets closer to when we have to leave or
I
when
think graduation day.
I'm gonna start getting super nervous.
I'm gonna
and
be a
super
wreck.
sad. And
Yeah.
yeah, this is what I've said. Is like I'm gonna be crying the entire last week before graduation. That's gonna be me. I'm gonna be so sad.
Yeah.
I'm excited.
Yeah, I am too.
Like I said before, I definitely feel ready to be out on my own and to kind of have a new experience. So I'm excited for the future.
Yeah, I'm excited too. I'm really, like, this has been a really good 4 years, but then I think it's exciting to go on and
Yeah.
pursue something that we're interested in, as well as being on our own more. And yeah, so there's just a lot to look forward to. So
And like I'm really excited that I get to like incorporate something I learned from my friends in high school to college, and like I'm just really thankful and excited for that. So thank you guys.
Well, my first year at high school was kind of rough, and I went to Ellsworth. But then when I came to MDI, I really found myself here, and I found that I really fit in here, and I felt really accepted here. And I think that made me a lot more comfortable and able to learn more and just get a good education at this school.
I agree with everything she just said.
Oh, I feel like going over all these memories is starting to make it really real.
Yeah.
Like we're actually leaving.
Like this is over.
Yeah. That's probably what I feel.
And I've been like so sad about it for so long. I'm like, oh my gosh, I don't want to leave. Like I'm not ready. I don't want to leave everybody all the memories, all the experiences.
Yeah.
But now I don't know. I've started to get to that point where I'm like excited for what's ahead
Yeah.
of me. And
I
I'm
feel like a little bit guilty for like being excited to leave.
yeah,
Yeah.
I'm
Like,
leaving everyone behind.
I'm like so
too.
upset, like I'm like leaving all my friends, like moving away, but like at the same time, goodbye.
That's I get that. I totally get that. I definitely have noticed with I think Emma, what was your major again?
What like psychology.
Yeah,
Is
that's
that-
what I think. Because, like, I remembered two of my friends had psychology. I
Yeah.
definitely have noticed with, like, my closer friends that I've known for, the 4 full years, like, how well I think our class is doing with, like, choosing their majors. Like, I know so many people change their majors before
I've
junior
already
year.
changed
And I
my
know
mind,
you have
like 4 times in the past.
exactly like I know how easy it is, but I definitely like am looking at some of my friends and I think they're making such wise choices, like Carly and Emma with psychology. Like it just makes sense based off their personality, and I feel like that with myself as well with like kids and stuff.
I
So
agree.
I definitely am not nervous for the
Proud of our
choices we're
class.
making.
Not in a bad way, but I definitely don't feel like I have maybe the same strong ties to people here as other people or groups of people do. I definitely feel like I've had friends that I've enjoyed being with throughout these 4 years, but I don't feel like I'm going to not be able to, move on without them. I feel like they've helped me become who I am now, and I'm ready to kind of have a new group of friends. And I mean, I think I'll stay in contact with them, but I definitely, I'm not.
well, and also
too
considering
emotional.
going to school in a different country is definitely something that's also crossed my mind, because I'm like, well, then I won't. I mean, I'll be in touch with people, through
Yeah.
social media or whatnot,
And I mean,
but
I
it's not
guess-
like we're going to, a state university or a university that will allow us to be close, like super close to
And I
people.
would say we've kind of been so close with each other throughout these 4 years that when we're looking at universities, a lot of them have been the same. So it's kind of like we're moving on with our friend in a sense. We're not really.
Yeah, that's
I mean,
true.
we've been
Like, it's
close to
not
other
like-
people, but I would say that we've been closest
Well,
with
it
each
helps.
other.
It helps that we're going together, because then we're not like, oh, we're going off
Yeah.
on our own and we're gonna
And
not
we're
have
not
this
sure if
security.
we're going together yet, but I think definitely having that option makes it better.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel
makes me
like
so sad.
I'm so nervous
You're gonna
because
tear
like
up a little
we
bit.
all have trouble like staying like I don't know, like I think us 3 are really prime examples. During different sports seasons, our friend groups change completely. Do you know what I mean? Like we all stay in touch, we all like talk all the time, Snapchat every day. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
we see each other in school every day, sit together in class. But like when it's basketball season, Emma, you're busy with like the basketball team, and
Yeah.
Carly, when it's football season, you're like literally all cheer team and like spring and softball. Like that used to be me. Like we definitely like we keep in touch, but like. Do you know
we're
what
not
I mean?
as close.
So like our friend groups definitely change. So like I worry that when we go away for college, like, we're not going to have, like, lunch to see each other a day. We're not going to have class to sit next to every day. So we already struggle, like, staying, like, super, super close already in this tight community. So when we're all going to Florida or New Hampshire or, like, northern Maine, like, how are we all going to, like, do it? So that makes me really nervous that I'm going to
I had
not.
2 of my best friends graduated 2 years ago, Robin and Ashley, and I've kept in touch with them, but it's like
It's not different.
it's not
I mean,
the same. Like, they'll message me and ask how I'm doing, how cheer's going, and stuff like that. And, like, I see Robin, not, like, quite a bit, but we do hang out when she's home. But it's, like, it's not the same.
Yeah.
Well, it's easier to hang out and talk to someone when you're sharing the same experience.
Yeah,
When you're
totally.
like, at the same place, you know the same
That's
people.
what I'm
you
worried
have the
about
same
from,
things
like,
to talk about.
underclassmen friends or my junior friends, like Katie and stuff. Like, it really makes me nervous. Like, I know, like, I can always, like, message you guys when I'm at college or, like, come when we're all home at the same time, we'll all hang out and we can relate. But, like, it makes me nervous for the people who aren't, like, who are,
aren't
like,
gonna
my best friends
experience
who
it.
aren't, experiencing.
Do that freshman year. So
Yeah.
it's not like a regret. It's just something that I wish I didn't have to go through.
Yeah, I wish I had the knowledge I have now, so it's not a regret, it's just something that, like, I could have done better.
Skiing, totally cherish that. Like, I really appreciate that. Like, I got that experience. I learned something new because I never saw myself, like, picking up a sport in high school and learning something new. So that was amazing, especially because it's, like, one of my favorite things to do now. I have a few regrets. That sounds terrible, but, like, I do. I have regrets about not joining things more, like
Yeah, that's what
Interact.
I was gonna
I didn't apply to NHS my senior year. Like, I have a few regrets about not taking the ambition and, like, going for things because I thought I couldn't do it or, like, thought I wasn't good enough. So I totally regret that. And my other regret is, like, letting friendships fall through the cracks a little bit because I think we've all experienced that. Like, we've had different friends, different years and stuff like that. Like, maybe not your, like, best friends, but, like, I don't know, like, but not making amends and, like, being kind of petty, I guess. Like, I totally regret that.
I have a big problem with that. I feel like I find myself being petty a lot. And it's just like totally unnecessary. And I think that's one of my biggest regrets is just, like, not letting things go when I should have. And
Yeah.
dwelling on things that I really didn't need to. But other than that, like, I've done everything that I've wanted to. And that's because, like, my parents have really pushed me to do that. They just wanted me to experience everything that, like, high school had to offer me. And so I think I've done really well with trying new things and being involved in the community and that kind of thing.
That's awesome.
I think
Yeah.
one of the things that has been hard throughout these years is I have always worried way too much, and
Yeah.
I've always been like, oh, this is just going to be the worst, like this, whatever it is, test or presentation or whatever. It's never as bad as you think
Yeah.
it is. I think that that's
Yeah.
the one piece of thing that I'm
And
just...
I mean, I think it comes with getting older and
Yeah,
obviously
that's true.
progressing through the 4
Yeah.
years, you kind of learn more about yourself and how to be more confident.
Yeah.
But I think, looking back, I would say we're a lot more easygoing and we know that things are going to work out.
Yeah.
Whereas freshman, sophomore year, we were so nervous and stressed about everything.
Like, if I could tell my freshman self one thing, I'd be like,
Yeah.
don't worry. Like,
That
everything's going to be
always
fine.
works out.
You're going to be fine. Just, like, and just enjoy life and this, like, the present moment
Yeah.
more. Because I think we're always, looking to the future, but then we miss, the present moment. So I think that that's one of the most important things that I would tell myself.
I think another important thing is just realizing that not everyone in this school is judging you. I don't know. I feel like we come into school our freshman year and we're like, oh my god, everyone's looking at me. I can't walk through the cafeteria. I can't do this. But then, like, I don't know. I realized, like, my junior year, nobody cares. Like, no one's staring at you. No one's, like, judging every move that you make. And
Yeah.
I don't know. I just feel like people would have much better, like, freshman years, even sophomore years, if you just, like, realize that just do what you want, do your own thing. No one, like, I don't know, just be you. I guess that sounds super cheesy, but
It's not though, you know.
Just the
That's such a
whole
good message.
community
God bless
we
Emma.
are in is so open. Like, you can literally
You do one
be-
thing and this whole school
Yeah.
knows. Like,
They know, but, like, they don't
We're not-
judge
yeah,
you
we're
really
not
hard for
yeah,
it.
that's the
I
thing.
feel like no one at MDI is super judgmental.
That's the thing
Like,
I think people
we got
forget. Like,
lucky.
everyone knows everything, but it doesn't mean they judge you because they know you know just as much about them. And, like,
Yeah.
that's pretty cool.
It's just, I feel like this is such an open community, and, like, I've walked into other high schools and I've been to other places when I've felt so judged just being looked at.
Yeah.
But like everyone here knows your business, but you don't walk into school and feel like uncomfortable.
No one cares really.
Like they have their own problems to worry about.
Yeah, exactly.
I just say enjoy it because I think senior year has gone by so fast. It's already almost halfway over. And like it's been stressful applying to college and everything, but it is supposed to be like a really fun year.
Yeah, don't like try to get caught up. Like get all your like that stuff done. Like try to like get it over with so you don't have to worry about it for, like drag it on. Because once you get it done, like just make sure that you really like enjoy and like appreciate like everything that's going by so fast and like it's gonna be over soon.
Yeah, you should like take care of school. Like, don't forget about school, but you also should know that everybody's going through it and it's gonna happen no matter what. So you should just have fun doing it. Like, you should enjoy this because this really is like your last year with a lot of people.
Don't worry about procrastinating because, like I said, I procrastinated and there's plenty of time. Just like make sure you know your due dates. Like after you have your colleges figured out, know your due dates because you don't want to like look at a college because that happened to me. I discovered this college like a few weeks ago and I was like, this would be an amazing fit for me. I can't believe I didn't think of this. And then the due date was gone and like I couldn't get in for this coming fall.
Yeah, that would be my advice too,
Yeah.
is to apply to all your colleges as soon as you can. Like I think I started applying in October.
Yeah, like
Really. Like I haven't finished up until I think
it's
last
really
week. But
it's really scary to like start thinking about yourself in a new place. If you procrastinate, don't worry about it because like I still haven't applied and I know like as long as I know like my due dates for my colleges, I'm fine. And you're still gonna get in somewhere. Like I think that's something every junior needs to know is like you're gonna get in somewhere. And if you don't get into your dream school your first semester,
It's not the end of
like
the world.
it's easier to get into college once you've already been in college. And I think a lot of people don't realize that. And then the other thing is like you can always transfer. So don't like I don't know, don't keep your heart set on like one thing.
One big thing that I learned this year is like see your guidance counselors.
Yes, they
Yes.
don't mind you going like
I
100 times. I've had 4 meetings already.
I have Michelle Gertler. She would do anything under the sun for anyone, like whether she's your guidance counselor or not. I went in and I was like, I'm freaking out. Please help me with my applications. She got this little sticky note out. It was a big sticky note. And she wrote everything I needed to do out on it. And then she put little boxes next to it so I could check it off when I did it. She got in contact with College Board when I was having problems with them not sending my SAT scores. She was like, I was like, they haven't sent them yet. I don't know what to do. She was like, oh, don't worry. I called them for you already.
Yeah, that's the other thing. Your SAT scores don't define you unless you're going to an Ivy League. So don't worry about that.
You can always retake them.
Mm-hmm. And if you still don't do well, it's
fine.
And then
Yeah, I mean, I would definitely say the biggest part of being a senior, at least for the first semester, is obviously college stuff. So I would definitely say, in my case, if I tried to be more proactive about it, in terms of over the summer, trying to work on my college applications, it would have made this first semester a lot easier. And I think if I had thought about it more and not just been like, oh, okay, I'll figure it out senior year, that's a senior thing, it would have helped me a lot. I think I push everything off to the last minute, so with this college stuff, it's made it definitely more stressful.
But also having confidence in yourself and knowing that, you can do this and just apply and do it because, what's the worst that can happen? And if you don't get, accepted or whatever, but I think the most important thing is just to have confidence in yourself and believe that everything's going to work out. And I think if you tell yourself that, or if you believe it, that it'll help a lot through the stressful times and the times that you doubt yourself or that you feel like things aren't going to work out.
Yeah.
I think another big thing, wow, this is racking up, but like if you don't worry about touring the school so much. Like you need to see it eventually, but you don't need to see it before you apply. And I think a lot of people get obsessed with going on these trips and going to see all these schools and stuff, and don't worry about it. You can apply, and once you're accepted, go and look at it. You'll know in a second if it's for you or not, and it's not that big of a deal if you apply.
That's what happened with me. I was dead set on Florida Gulf Coast.
I remember that, yeah.
I walked into the campus of University of Tampa and I was like, this is my home. I have to go here.
Yeah.
And I just stepped foot on campus. I hadn't talked to the guidance office. I hadn't taken a real tour. But as I looked around, I kind of felt it. And I felt that when I walked into this high school as well. I had toured Ellsworth already. I'd looked at Sumner, but I walked in here and I was like, this is my home. Like, this
Yeah.
is where I need to be.
That's the thing. Like, I think so many people are like, I want to go to school in Florida. I want to go to school in California. Like, I want to go away. And then they spend all this money to go tour the schools before they even know if they can get in or not. And, like, it's really smart to, like, apply first, get accepted, and then you still have plenty of time to go. Like, you have all summer. You know what I mean? Like, I would just wait, honestly. That was a lot of advice. I'm very, very sorry. That was a lecture. That was a lecture. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Miss Girl. I'm so sorry. Miss Girl. All right, cut this.
Yeah, I think just enjoy the years while they're here. Delete that. Don't keep that in.
So sorry.
Jordan.
I'm so sorry.
You're gonna have to edit this whole part. That's why you say crap.
Crap. Cut this out. Bitches.